My actual first visit here was in the summer of 2007, and living in the lower 48, I missed a little nugget of knowledge that would have been nice to have been given through the media. For those of you that lived here through the winter of 2006, 2007, you know what I'm talking about. Southeast Alaska and Yukon got record levels of snow. Juneau themselves got 215 inches of snow, the most in Juneau's recorded history. So, without that nugget of knowledge, probably, if I would have had that, I wouldn't have had my first near-death experience. So I'm traveling with my father, and we are in this brand new mobile rental car. I'm behind my itinerary because not having realized the snow. Traveling along, I've been awake for 36 hours straight. And I'm driving along, and my dad is asleep in the back of his rental car because days earlier, he had fallen on barnacles and had removed all the skin off of his coat, so he couldn't drive. So because I was behind the times, I'm pushing myself to drive. Got my coffee, everything's cool, I got music, I'm in the Yukon. Driving along, when I reach over for a cup of coffee, and it's empty. I have a 2.5, 3 hour run to the next town. Oh, okay, I got, CDs to listen to. So I'm driving along. All of a sudden, I do the jello neck. I'm sure you've all done it. You got a tire behind the wheel. Your head starts bobbing. I freaked out. Turned the heat off, turned the window, rolled the window down, and found the most annoying CD I could find, popped it in. My dad is still oblivious in the back. So I'm driving along, managed to eke out another hour and a half, when the jello neck hit me again. Bobbed my head. This time I managed to hit my head on the steering wheel. So I pulled over. I know a nap would have been good, but I didn't have the time. So when I road trip, I wear sandals or slippers, pair of shorts, and a t-shirt. It was summer after all, right? So I'm like, well, maybe if I get out and walk, I'll wake up. So turned the car off, got back out, started walking, and I was, amazed at the scenery. The emerald green, the olive green, the forest green, and the browns and the russets, and all of it with this melting overlay of snow. I'm walking along on this road, and it is awe-inspiring because I'm the only thing out there, And suddenly I get this feeling that I'm being watched. So I turn around and look behind me to see if my dad was looking out the windshield, and nothing. I'm like, well, I'm just sleep deprived. Let's walk a little bit farther. So I keep walking. At this point, I turn around, and I am pretty far from the car. I'm like, okay, it's time to walk back. When that feeling hits me again, and the hairs in the back of my neck start to stand up, I'm looking all over the place. The only thing moving is me and the sun. So I'm like, okay, it's just me being tired. So I continue to walk, and I'm like, okay, and now I'm getting hysterical feeling, panicky. Maybe if I step off into the embankment, get my legs wet, it'll shock me away like a cold. So I proceed to do so. But instead of being knee-deep in snow, I'm now chest-deep. Right? And so I'm standing there thinking to myself, what a stupid idiot I am. I'm now chest-deep in snow. When that feeling is just so overpowering. So I'm still looking around trying to figure this out. When on the embankment above me, coming out of this forest, is a freshly risen grizzly bear. All I see is his feet, and I'm like, oh my God. What am I going to do? So I try to push my foot back and lean back. At the same time I lean back, I hear him growl and I feel it in my chest. I froze. I'm thinking, I'm going to die. I am a human popsicle. So as I'm sitting there thinking, he just reached down and snapped my head off, To stand there, I'm like, well, maybe if I take my slipper off. So I managed to take my slippers off. I'm now barefoot in the snow. I try again. I hadn't even barely moved when he growled at me again. At this point, I'm thinking, I'm so dead. I start talking. I have no idea what I'm saying, but it becomes kind of like a mantra, just in its one tone. I have no idea what I'm saying, right? I have to glance up at this point and actually look at this bear, and he's huge. And he's got his head cocked, looking at me. I've been watching this for 10 minutes. As I'm standing there, I'm like, please, just go back into the forest. Please, 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 please. We stand there, we actually make eye contact. I thought, this is it, I'm dead. He cocks his head again a little farther. I swear he smirked at me. Turned around and walked back in the forest. His butt I could still see in the trees. I spun around, was doing this and running. Managed to get out of the snow. I book it all the way to the car. Completely missed the car, slid past it. Suddenly got back sitting there. When my dad goes, "Where were you?" I scream, plaster myself on the door, swallow my heart. I'm going, we're going.